B3rdPower.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
You
How are
fantastic.
you?
I'm doing amazing. I won't complain.
Hey, ain't no need to, right? No
Right.
need to, no need to. I am super excited to come before you guys this evening. Oh my goodness, we miss you so much. And we're so grateful to be with you. And we have some amazing things going on. So, how about we go on and catch up?
Yes.
Listen, okay, so this is one time that Sherri and I can share a mutual what we did in this
Yes.
past week, okay?
Yes.
So
Yes.
Sherri and I had an amazing time because, as you guys know, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we had the honor and the privilege, baby, to honor one of our community people who are, I'm gonna call her a community champion. You think that's fair, Sherri?
I think that's totally fair.
Okay, so
Yeah.
one of our community champions, Miss Donna Hopkins, as she was celebrated and honored by no other than Good Morning America for all of the wonderful things she is doing in the community for breast cancer patients and survivors.
Yes.
Sherri and I got a chance to be a part of the live broadcast
That
where
was
we celebrated
so much
her.
fun.
Man, did
That
you
was
see
so
the
much
look
fun.
on her face?
Yeah, she was so surprised. You know what? She totally deserves that recognition, that honor, that celebration, because she is so worthy. All that she does, but not only that, but she gets it, T-Lynn. She
Yeah.
totally gets it. The whole thing about life and moving forward and pressing on. She gets it. So she
Yes.
so deserves it.
Yes, she does. I'm telling you, look, we might have to make sure somebody nominate her next year for the
Yes.
B3rdPower Champion Award.
Community
I'm
of
just
Champion
saying.
Awards. I'm just
Yes.
saying.
Yes. But
She definitely
congratulations.
is being intentional.
Yes. Hello.
But
And
wait a minute. She's building communities too.
yes, and she's bridging gaps. That sounds like a legacy award.
That's a legacy.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Look at that. Somebody need to nominate her for a legacy award
Yes.
for next season now. Come on now.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes, but we are so happy that we got to celebrate with her. It was a phenomenal experience, and nobody deserved it more than she did. Let me tell you, and I'll just go a step further. You know, it's no secret she's my auntie, so Sherri and I are always rolling with her doing Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and throughout the year she's doing things. But with COVID hitting and some of her fundraising activities for this year being canceled,
Yeah.
and her having to revamp some things, it was certainly a blessing to be there and see that she got awarded $10,000 from the John Wall Foundation.
My favorite person.
Yes. So that definitely, you know, helped to fill in the gap from what she missed from the other fundraisers that she was not able to do this year. So congratulations, Donna.
Congratulations, Donna. But better than that, you know what? Donna, not only, guys, you don't understand. I think you guys definitely need to go visit her site because, you know, even the people that she is taking care of that are going through cancer, you guys just don't understand how it impacts their lives when they get diagnosed with this disease. Diagnosis, and you just don't understand how it totally impacts people financially, and she gets it.
Yeah, she gets it.
And so
I was going to say, and I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because we do want you to go to the website. If you've been diagnosed with breast cancer, you or someone you know has been diagnosed with breast cancer and you need financial assistance, please go over to hopkinsbcinc.org. If you go over to hopkinsbcinc.org, you can apply for a financial grant from the Hopkins Breast Cancer Foundation to assist you financially with the things you have going on. Okay. I'm so glad Sherri brought that up because I was so excited to celebrate and I almost forgot to tell y'all where y'all could go get help if you need it, right?
Yes, definitely.
Because again, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and so we want you guys to know that we remember you, we're praying for you, and we definitely want to point you in the direction where you can get the assistance that you need.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Well, with that being said,
what else did you do?
What else did I do? I don't know. It was the blur after that now. Come on. that alone, listen, being up that early in the morning, the rest of the weekend was a blur. I think I worked to make up. Just to say.
Can you say that threw me completely off schedule?
Yeah. I think I'm still trying to catch up for the sleep that I lost.
Oh my goodness.
For that one day.
And then they worked us while we were there. It was like we had to cheer for like 2 minutes. That's a lot of cheering.
Yeah. It was. 2 straight minutes.
2 straight minutes.
At times 5, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do over. No, we can't do this over.
No. But it was a great experience, though, that's for sure. Look, my cousin said, she was like, oh my goodness. She said, I didn't know that for this short, for 10 minutes, that it was going to take hours to prepare for 10 minutes. I was like, welcome to TV.
Right. Welcome to media. Hello.
You arrive early. You got to be in place. Things got to take place, even though you may only test for 5 minutes. You got to sit there the whole time.
Yes.
What about you? Did you do anything else phenomenal for the weekend?
No, I didn't really do much. No, surprisingly.
You've been saying that a lot lately. Somebody said you needed some rest. Looks like you're getting it.
Oh, we did go out to dinner. We went to a nice dinner on Saturday evening, and that was really nice.
That's still restful, though.
Yeah, it is. And the restaurant was really nice and chill, you know, so I really enjoyed it.
Shout out to Dale. Look at that smile on her face. She said, oh, yeah, I did do something. Go on, Dale.
You so silly.
Go on, Dale, with your blast.
You know you're in the background listening, right?
I know. Right? That's why I got to give Dale a shout out. Hello. I know what I'm doing. Keep that girl smiling, Dale.
You so silly.
But we have a phenomenal show in store for you guys tonight. Listen. Oh, wait. One more thing before we jump into the rest of the show. Don't forget, check us out on Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. because we'll be sitting down with another one of our Community of Champion Awards winners. This time it's the Bridging the Gaps Award winner, which is Mr. David Smith, Senior. We look forward to chatting with him because it's always a great conversation when he comes on. So make sure you guys tune in to B3rdPower on our B3rdPower YouTube channel and or B3rdPower Facebook page. That is where we'll be live with the behind the scenes chat for this week. Now, moving on from there, without further ado, we have an amazing show lined up for you guys tonight. We told you we are full of surprises this season. Look, we the 3rd show in, and we still popping out with surprises, baby. Mm-hmm. So tonight, not only do we have 2 phenomenal guests in the house with us, but guess what? It is the debut of our fantastic Power Panel. Woo-hoo! The Power Panel is our panel of experts that are going to be coming to you, bringing you need-to-know information for different areas of your life. You want to stay tuned for that for sure. Phenomenal panel members. Mm-hmm. You don't want to miss it. We have Miss Wynne Briscoe from the SBDC in the house tonight, baby. And let me tell you, she's fully loaded anyway. I can't wait to talk to her. And then we have Miss Jamie Gunter joining us later on in the show as well. She's going to tell us all about her award house initiative and program. Listen, power-packed episode. We're doing bigger and better in season 3, baby. Bigger and better. Did I say bigger and better? Yeah, look at that. Bigger and better. I always got to add something to it. But anyway, if we keep talking, we ain't going to make it to the rest of the show. So we're going to go and be quiet and take this quick break. You know what to do. Get your snack. Come on right back. This is B3rdPower, honey, on You Broadcast Media.
Global Executive Staffing provides top-level executive staffing to federal and private sector companies globally at the most competitive price. They are experts in coordinating and expediting projects from design to development. Global Executive Staffing is a Department of Veterans Affairs, Center for Veterans, certified service-disabled veteran-owned small business. To connect with Global Executive Staffing, go to www.gestaff.com.
Welcome back to B3rdPower, where we are here this evening talking with Miss Wynne Briscoe from the regional. She is the regional director of the Southern Maryland Small Business Development Center. Hello, Miss Wynne. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I truly will not complain. I think you heard me say that earlier. So I'm so glad that you are able to join us today. Can you just tell us a little bit of your story? Hello?
Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
I'm sorry. What was your question? It went out.
No, I was saying, could you tell us a little of your story and how you got started?
How I got started in the Small Business Development Center in 2016. I came on board as a consultant for the Southern region, and the St. Mary's County office is the office that I operate out of as of 2016. And I've come on board to be the technology and the manufacturing consultant, as well as the management and overall just general consultant that they needed assistance with from November of 2016, then moving forward into the following year, transitioning more into technology and manufacturing as well. And then as of last year, transitioned into the acting director as of September. And as of this year, the regional director. So it's been quite a few, I would say, great things that's happened just in 3.5 years, very quickly with coming on board with the Small Business Development Center. So I am truly honored to be the regional director for the Southern Maryland region, taking care of the businesses of St. Mary's, Calvert, and Charles counties.
Now, I'm sorry. I was going to say, now, Wynne, what's been amazing is not only have you promoted several times, as you just said, but you've had some amazing awards granted to you or given to you over the last few years as well. Like, you have been shaking and moving for sure.
I stay in continual gratitude. And so I am just utterly grateful that God has allowed me to live out what I know is my life's calling and purpose, and that is to assist entrepreneurs, small businesses, and nonprofits. I know that that is something that comes to me with ease, and I am so grateful to be able to every day assist those in this region and then also those throughout the state of Maryland that with the industries that I cover. So I've been doing this since 2001 with my private firm when I resigned from the federal government as a federal employee and graduated from the University of Maryland. So came out of college and went right into my own consulting firm doing what I love. And so I'm incredibly grateful to be able to transition from my private firm into the Small Business Development Center and now have even more businesses and entrepreneurs that we assist. And now, because of COVID, so many more that we were able to impact and help that reached out to us so we could give them the no-cost assistance that we provide.
I was actually going to ask you about that. I know that you spoke on Capitol Hill recently, I believe in March of 2020. Yes. And can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, absolutely. I was asked by the United States Senate to come and testify in March on the panel as a subject matter expert for manufacturing, which is an area that I cover statewide for the Maryland Small Business Development Center as their SME. And the panel was on the coronavirus and the impact of the supply chain and how so many things are made offshore that the American population may not even be aware of. Things as primarily our medications. Primarily our medications are made offshore, predominantly in China. Primarily more of our electronics are made offshore, primarily in China. So when we looked at the impact of the coronavirus had just started really in that February timeframe, and how the businesses and the factories were just getting started to be impacted with their goods and services not being able to really be reliable as of March, then the height of it really towards the end of March, beginning of April, and really giving my suggestion and my testimony before the Senate of how important it is to have Maryland made, and not only just Maryland made, but American made. And let's bring the jobs back to the United States. Let's allow the suppliers here to provide for this country. And at no time should another country be the primary supplier for anything. You need to be able to supply and source yourself. And so we allowed ourselves to be in that situation, to become into that situation, and now it's our job to bring it back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Now, Maryland actually adopted your solution, right, that you gave, right?
Right. So my testimony going before the Senate, they were going to be adopting that into the 2020 CARES Act for that to be a federal adoption, to take that on and facilitate that through the Small Business Administration. So that was being worked through different iterations, which we understand how bills and laws work. And then because of that, Maryland Department of Commerce has worked along with Maryland MEP, which is the Maryland Manufacturing Extension Partnership, to create the Maryland version of that, being a platform where if you are a manufacturer and you are also a buyer, there's now a platform in the state of Maryland where you can buy and sell to each other. which came as a result of my testimony in March. So again, incredibly grateful that the federal government, this country would think to call me in on a panel of 4 people to be an SME, to hear my voice, and to hear my suggestions and my thoughts on how we can make this country better and how we can move forward to get Americans back to work and being able to take care of our own by making our own and supplying our own is so important.
Yes, it sure is. I was reading over your bio and I was just overwhelmed really with all that you do. But you also established a youth entrepreneurship mentoring program.
Right, so that is in the works. I started out as a young entrepreneur at the age of 7, making jewelry in elementary school. So young entrepreneurs are my heart, as T. Lynn knows personally. So for me, adults, I work with more on a daily basis. But if I had a choice, it definitely would be to work with the youth, the elementary and middle school children, some of the high, but predominantly elementary and middle. They are boundless. They do not have the fear and the restrictions that adults have. And so when you give them instruction, their minds are amazing. So I love working with the youth when entrepreneurship is involved, taking the hobbies that they enjoy, what they have interest in, and helping them to understand that they can monetize this. This can be a career option for them, and to know that they can employ other people and start a legacy with their dreams very young. So that's a program that we're in the process of planning out. And my desire is to be able to have an ongoing program that can be supported alongside with SBDC, as well as a summer camp. Obviously, given with COVID, that was not possible.
Right.
But definitely would be something I would love to be able to launch next year and have a young entrepreneur summer camp where they can just take the time between the school year, have the summer, connect with the mentors, receive the information, have the site visits to businesses, and be able to really see up front and up close what the potential could be.
Awesome.
I'm not sure if you know, but our Being Intentional award went to James Collier III.
Yes.
And he has 3 from Me, Inc. He has written 2 comic books in a series of, I think it's going to be a series of 4, right, T?
Yeah, I think he's
written 2 comic books. He has a science, the National Space Foundation has named a galaxy after his comic books.
And he has T-shirts.
T-shirts,
and
he
like
is just on fire.
I was going to say, and he matches exactly what you said. Kids are boundless, and so he is going to the moon and beyond.
And now he wants to turn his characters into costumes for Halloween. I mean, he is just, like you said, they're just limitless. He just sees it and he's like, okay, let's do it.
Now,
absolutely. If I had a choice, T knows I would take her son and a few others over the adults that I work with.
Absolutely. Now, Wynne, you're not only inspiring others with their businesses, but you literally are a manufacturer yourself. So yes. Can you tell us a little bit about Forever Eden?
Yes. So Forever Eden started, like most small businesses, out of a need. It was not meant to be a business. My sister was a severe allergy reactor when, as a federal employee, there would be times where she would have flare-ups from co-workers and cleaning solutions, things of that nature, would set her allergies off to the point where she would need an EpiPen and have to go to the emergency room. So I thought, okay, as a younger sister, I'd always been a crafter my entire life. I went to my grandmother and I asked her, what could we do, ingredient-wise to really help her? And so I started from there, just in the kitchen, just coming together with some ideas from our grandmother on formulas that we could make to help her because conventional skincare was not working. She was having tremendous irritations. And so that's how it started, really. Forever Eden was out of the need to really take care of my big sister. And then from there, I loved using the products as well. And so we would share, I shared samples with family and friends, and people were asking where to purchase the product. And I laughed. I said, it's not for sale. This is just market research and doing some customer discovery. And from there came to a pivot where I had to make a decision, either make it into a business or just stop sharing it altogether. So in 2000, so I started the formulas in 2008, 2010 is when we formed the business. Forever Eden Organics has just grown from there. This is our 10-year anniversary. Oh. And in 2014, we went after organic certification. We had always been using organic ingredients, but we wanted the integrity of being certified. There's something about being able to state that what we are using, there is a valid source behind that. And so you see in the marketplace, people will use the wording, pure and natural, but it doesn't always be. So 2014, we received our organic certification from the Maryland Department of Agriculture and under USDA. So we're very excited to be Maryland's second certified organic body care manufacturer in the state of Maryland.
Awesome. Well, how can people get in contact with you for your amazing knowledge? And I mean, she's amazing, y'all. So
the easiest way I've been telling everyone under the sun to contact me is on LinkedIn. If you want to connect with me and be able to reach out, get the resources that we have access to, connect with me on LinkedIn. And that's just going to be under Wynne Briscoe. And then also our Maryland Small Business Development Center Southern Region is also on LinkedIn. So connect with us there so we can get you the business resources that you may need assistance with.
Awesome. Now, what I want you guys to know is make sure if you are a small business owner, connect and you're in the Maryland area, connect with the SBDC. It is a free resource for you as business owners. They will help you no matter what stage your business is in. They will help you with establishing and growing your business as you need it. So be sure to utilize that free resource.
And let me just give a little real talk nugget real quick, because I always have to drop the real talk, right?
You drop it.
Right, okay. Stop acting like you know everything. Just stop acting like you know everything. All right? You've never run a business before, and even if you ran a business before, it's not the business. For some reason, first one wasn't successful. So I want you guys to stop acting like we know everything and that we can't go out and ask people questions. So if you want to be successful, if you want to get past your fears, make sure you reach out to Wynne Briscoe so that she can put you in the right direction so that we can have success here, especially in our community. We want success, we want longevity, all of that. So let's do it the right way.
There you have it.
You're spot on. Let me tell you, I've been a consultant of 20 years, and I have a business consultant for my business. Mm-hmm. So we always can have assistance to grow. We never outgrow growing.
Hello. Y'all heard it first. All right. Well, thank you so much, Wynne, for joining us. It has been a pleasure speaking with you. Make sure you guys link up with her on LinkedIn, Wynne Briscoe, and be sure to utilize the free resource of the Maryland SBDC. You know what happens? Time always flies when we're having fun. So we got to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll be with our power panel, two of our members, which is Krystal Oriadha and Mr. William Scott. We'll be right back on the other side of this break. This is B3rdPower here on U Broadcast Media.
Global Executive Staffing provides top-level executive staffing to federal and private sector companies globally at the most competitive price. They are experts in coordinating and expediting projects from design to development. Global Executive Staffing is a Department of Veterans Affairs, Center for Veterans, certified service-disabled veteran-owned small business. To connect with Global Executive Staffing, go to www.gestaff.com.
Welcome back to B3rdPower. We are super excited to bring before you our awesome Power Panel members. Yay! Miss Krystal Oriadha and Mr. Bill Scott. Listen, Krystal is no stranger to the show. She has been our boots on the ground in the political world, and now she's joining our expert panel as our political correspondent. And Mr. Bill Scott is no stranger to the show either. As you often see, he owns Global Executive Staffing. He is one of the small business moguls in the area, and we are pleased to have him as our business correspondent as a member of our Power Panel. How are you guys doing?
Hello. How are you?
Doing great. How's everyone?
We're doing well.
Awesome. So we know that you guys have some juicy nuggets for us, because that's the whole thing about this power panel, is to bring forth the need to know information in these different areas. And so if you don't mind, Bill, can we start with Krystal first?
Ladies first, yes.
Oh, put me on the spot. But that's good. Yeah, I'd love to just dive into what I'm seeing happening on the political scene. So I want to talk about what's happening nationally, right? We are all seeing the news around COVID with 45 testing positive, that in the White House, and we've seen that he's coming back to work. And we all know that his treatment looks different, right, than it's going to look for everyone else. And there's a lot of questions around this election because of that. Right. And a couple of things that we have to make sure that we do not let the message pivot, right? There are a lot of states that are worried about the claims around fraud and elections. So you're seeing them hiring outside help to get in front of the messaging, like the claims in Wisconsin that ballots were thrown away in the trash. And election boards of that state are saying, no, that did not happen. There's not been any cases of ballots being thrown away. So we have to make sure that we're really being diligent and making sure that we're getting all the information, and that we're educating people not to be afraid of voting, not to feel like your vote's not going to be counted. When you disenfranchise people before the process starts, then we lose out. Yeah. Now, also, what are we seeing on the national level with the Supreme Court trying to rush through the appointment? There's also been talk already by 2 Supreme Court judges about when the vote splits, when they have the vote and they're able to overturn certain legislation because they'll have a more conservative panel that they're already ready to do that. One of the main things that they're talking about is overturning the right to marry. And so that is going to affect a lot of LGBTQ community members. So another reason why, if that's a voting issue for you, to stay engaged. What we see happening here locally, for me, I live in Prince George's County, and that's the base of the show. We're seeing a lot with COVID legislation that actually helps with relief efforts. So one of the main things for tenants, for you to be aware of, there's legislation that just passed that allows your landlords not to raise rent. If you can prove that you've been adversely impacted by the COVID crisis, they cannot raise your rent. Now, let's say you can't prove that you've been impacted. There's still a rate in which they can't raise it above, I believe it's 2.6%. So make sure that you're staying diligent. There's a lot of landlords out here that are, not treating our residents fairly. So it's really important that you know your rights. We also have a lot of work around mutual aid groups in the county, access to food giveaways. So if you're interested in staying connected with access to that, please follow PG Mutual Aid for things that are happening locally in your community. And then lastly, we have police reform. So that's been a big thing on the national level and locally. So in Prince George's County, we have the police reform work group, and they're working diligently for recommendations around police reform. That task force had a deadline of October that's now been moved to December. So those recommendations around police reform should be coming to us soon.
Wow. Now that was an update right there.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot.
Yeah, it was.
And like I say all the time, if y'all would just get involved, because I always have to bring the real talk. I don't like the tiptoeing around. I really don't. If y'all would just get involved, these are things that you would already know, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to go there, okay? So, yeah, you did. You just brought us a lot of information. Is there any way that people can follow you or continue to follow you through?
Yeah, so please, on everything, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Krystal Oriadha. That's KRYSTAL ORIA, D as in David, HA. Like you said, there's so much going on. Yeah. I tried to put in as much as possible, but there's just so much more information going on in politics, both nationally and in the DMV area.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that complete update. You get the message. Go vote, people. That's the main message right there. And make sure you're paying attention. Bill, what do you have for us on the business front?
You guys can't expect me to follow that. Are you kidding me?
Come on with it.
All right. On the business front, I wanted to start out with a quote that everyone needs to understand. The greatest dreams are always considered unrealistic to those with no ambition. That's what they're trying to get us to follow. The fact that we have no ambition. As Krystal stated earlier, we got to get involved. We got to know what's going on in our environment. We got to know what's going on around us. When people talk about the big things that happen, and you talk about 45 being infected with the COVID and being at Walter Reed. As a retired military member, let me explain to you, how does a person who is sick able to get into a vehicle and do a 1-block radius and leave the infected area, get into an SUV, drive a block so that people could see him? Well, people were out there waiting to see him. How did that information get out? That's a key to business success right there, getting the information out. One of the things that Wynne Briscoe stated when she was talking was about getting the word out. She was talking about how she was able to do things to help her sister. Okay, that's one of the biggest things that we have to do in order to succeed in business, which is communicate. You don't know everything. No one knows everything. Okay, and in business, someone always knows more than you. You can always learn from someone. One of the things that I always try to tell people, and this is something that's open to all people, in Prince George's County, they have a website, open.maryland.gov/business-resources/networking support. They put out, and you go to that website in Prince George's County, they have networking events that you can go to McCormick Place, go to their centers, and they have these huge networking resource tools that can help people get their business started. You can do counseling. They have training classes. They have all these different aspects that you can utilize yourself in order to get your business growing, to get it started, what certifications you need, all the stuff that you need to get your business started, structured, and moving in a positive direction. One of the things that we're not taking advantage of on the business front, opportunity zones. Opportunity zones are the biggest thing that everyone needs to be worried about in business right now. If you establish your business in an opportunity zone, almost up to 90% of the revenue that's generated in those areas have to be focused towards small businesses in those opportunity zones. Those are the things that we need to be looking at. You can go out on just about any state or county calendar and find out where those opportunity zones are. And what you'll notice is that they're for underdeveloped entities and businesses in order for them to grow. And they get tax breaks, they get cuts, they get funding, they get all this additional money for their business to grow. You know, when we look at businesses and opportunity zones, as a graduate from Howard University, when you go down to the Shaw area, all down U Street where Ben's Chili Bowl used to be, the whole Shaw area was an opportunity zone. Well, it doesn't look like us anymore.
No.
And so they are taking advantage of these opportunity zones, but we're not taking advantage of these opportunity zones. No. So, like Krystal said, like Wynne said, those are the people you got to reach out to who can provide you with all this information and can guide you in the right direction to grow your business, get your business growing, where we can take that money and we can generate it for ourselves to give back to others. And that's the key to growing your business. Communication, networking, and opening your ears and listening to those who have the information and the knowledge to pass on.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Listen, I learned something new tonight. Opportunity zone. Opportunity zone. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's the key word.
Opportunity zone. It really is. You know, and the great thing about all of our panelists, our panelists and guests, is that it all kind of intertwined together.
Yeah.
It really did. It all kind of intertwined together. I love that.
Awesome.
But we appreciate you guys for coming out and sharing some of what's going on in politics and in business. We look forward to you joining us again on the 4th, or is it the
3rd? So the Power Panel is with us
on the first and third on the first and third Monday. So we look forward to you guys coming back and joining us on the 3rd Monday with some more great information.
Absolutely.
Okay, and we'll be. I think we're getting ready to go to break. Oh wow, the time is really flying.
I know, and it's so full of information.
Oh my goodness, time flies when you're having fun here on B3rdPower. Go ahead, take a break, grab a snack, like T. Lynn says. I'll say a healthy snack today. Okay.
She really did cookies, but I agree with her.
Go ahead and grab your snack and come on back to B3rdPower.
Global Executive Staffing provides top-level executive staffing to federal and private sector companies globally at the most competitive price. They are experts in coordinating and expediting projects from design to development. Global Executive Staffing is a Department of Veterans Affairs, Center for Veterans, certified service-disabled veteran-owned small business. To connect with Global Executive Staffing, go to www.gestaff.com.
Welcome back to B3rdPower. What an amazing show, and it continues, you guys, because now we have Miss Jamie Gunter in the house, owner and founder of Award House. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, and you guys?
Awesome.
Well.
So we're super excited to have you in with us tonight because you have such an amazing story, and we definitely wanted our viewers to have an opportunity to connect with you and the Award House. So tell us a little bit about your story and just what inspired you to start the Award House.
First off, I want to thank you guys for inviting me on. I'm excited to be here to share my story. I started Award House for two main reasons. One was I always wanted to help people who were disabled. Once I became disabled, I saw the treatment that children and adults who were disabled would receive, and I just wanted to spread awareness to just a disability and letting people know that just because you have a disability doesn't mean your life stopped. It doesn't mean people have to mistreat you. Mm-hmm. It just means that you have to work a little harder to accomplish your goals in life. Mm-hmm. I also started it because I lost my vision in the blink of an eye. Once I lost my vision, it was like I wanted to share my story of how a young Black girl growing up on the east side of Detroit had to struggle and overcome so many challenges just to be able to live and accept the disability.
Awesome. You know, sometimes disabilities, the ones that are not seen, you know, people don't see it and they don't acknowledge it. Right. It's great that you're bringing awareness to especially disabilities that people cannot see, that they can't generally, you know, physically see.
Right. So what does the Award House stand for? Because I know it's an acronym. So what does award stand for?
Yes, it stands for acknowledging the worth and rewarding the disabled. So I wanted to acknowledge them for who they are, not for their disability. And I wanted to reward them for the accomplishments they made in life. So that's how the acronym came about.
I love it.
That. Can you repeat that again?
So it stands for acknowledging the worth and rewarding the disabled.
Yeah,
I love that.
So Jamie, can you share with us a little of the services that the Award House offers?
So I do video blogs and I do a testimony of my life story, just the struggles and the challenges that I have overcame and faced, just to inspire others and to help them. So I do the video blog, and it kind of just gives people the opportunity to listen to my story and know that they can do some of the same things that I went through. I offer resources on those video blogs. I do life coaching development where I can just meet with other individuals who are disabled and who may not know some of the resources that are available to them so that they may continue their education or maybe go for job placement, and simply just love. Just want to give them that love and support they need, because what I realize is when you go through a disability, you lose something about yourself and you start to have a grieving process. And sometimes you don't feel that love and support you need from your family and friends. So my goal is to just spread that love and give them whatever type of support they need.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's like in terms for you to even say that you do life coaching for those who are disabled, like that is so important, because you're right. Like I can definitely understand and having a grieving moment, because something that a sense that you're used to having, or an ability that you're used to having, and then to have it taken away in a moment's I can certainly see how that would cause a grieving process, and you would need help to adjust, because no one's going to understand that if they haven't already gone through it. So I love that you're a life coach to those who have become disabled. That's amazing, and something that I know is well needed. Yes,
I lost my vision when I was 24, so I had the opportunity to see both sides of the world. I saw it from a 20/20 perspective, and now I'm seeing it from not even having a number to say, to tell people I'm just legally blind. So I can see both sides of the world. So I had to experience those 5 grieving stages when I was told that I will never get the vision back.
Wow.
And then, I went into a depression stage, and when I tried to commit suicide, everything that I went through in that phase of my life led up to me building a ward house. It gave me that testimony, that story to help others and just inspire them.
Yes.
I love it, because, I always say that experience is our best teacher, right? So, you don't realize, like even when you're a parent, right? You don't realize the book will tell you a whole lot of stuff, right? But the experience is everything. You learn as you go along. There's no book that's going to tell you how to see the world on both sides. There's nothing there. So the fact that you're pushing forward, moving forward, and you're bringing others with you, and you're growing through the process, but not only are you growing through the process, but you're reaching out to others with disabilities and pulling them with you, is just a testament to who you are and the strength that you have, and that's awesome.
Yes, because when I was told that I was blind, I was told, oh, you can't do anything, just sit back and collect your disability and just take care of your children and enjoy life. But that was not an opportunity for me, because I didn't want my children to see their mother in that aspect. I wanted them to know that no matter what you have, you still can accomplish your goals. So my children were my driving force behind me. I'm going to just get back into school. I'm going to finish out my degree, and I'm just going to take it as far as I can. And whatever struggles I faced on there, I just have to deal with it. So I just went back to school, and I got my bachelor's degree in human service, and now I'm pursuing my master's degree in psychology. So it was like, just do it. This disability.
Girl, you rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, Jamie, how can people get in contact with you if they want to partake of your services or utilize your resource, get the resources from you? How can they get in contact with you?
Okay, so I do everything on Facebook. I have a business page on there under Award House, and it's A.W.A.R.D. So it's just spelled out like that, and you can hit me up on there. And also you can type in Jamie Gunter and it'll pop up. It has the links on my business page to where you can contact me by my phone number. It also have a link on there to where you can connect to YouTube, and you can watch all my video blogs that I post.
Awesome. Amazing.
All right.
Listen, we always tell you guys, If it's not you that need it, I'm sure someone in your network needs it. Make sure that you share this episode with your friends and your network. You'll never know who needs this information. And we have had a lot of amazing information shared today.
Yes.
Jamie.
That's why you have to be sure to tune in to B3rdPower.
Hello, because you never know
what's going to come across this screen. You never know.
You never know. But Jamie, we thank you so much for joining us tonight. We definitely will need to get you back on for behind the scenes chat, because it seems like you are chock full of some more goodness that we need to tap into for our community. So we'll definitely.
Yes, believe my trials is my testimony, and I'm here to help heal everybody's hearts.
Yes, that's right. So you guys know time flies when we're having fun. We've had an amazing show tonight. We had a great power panel. Wynne Briscoe came through dropping some knowledge and information for you. Our panel came through dropping some knowledge and information for you. And then Jamie closed us out giving you guys resources for the disability.
That's right.
Make sure you go check her out, Jamie Gunter, on Facebook, and or connect with the Award House. Remember to connect with the SBDC for all you small business owners out here. There's no need for us to be failing when there are resources that are available. And what did Sherri say? We are always learning. It's a continuous process. She said, you don't know it all. Stop acting like you know everything. You don't know everything. That's what she said.
You don't. But definitely, you guys feel me. You know, I love real talk. I'm tired of the excuses. No more excuses, you guys. We brought you a lot of information tonight. There's no more room for excuses.
Exactly.
So definitely, if you're interested in getting in touch with anybody tonight, make sure that you reach out to them. But if you're not sure where to reach out to them, you can always send us an email at b3rdpower@gmail.com. That's b3rdpower@gmail.com. Yes. You can also keep up with us in the show on Facebook at B3rdPower, and go to b3rdpower.com. .com.
Yes, what she said. Make sure you connect with us. We always have some goodness. And guess what? We're still looking for you. If you want to be a part of this great show or be a guest on the show, go on and make sure you email us at, say it again, Sherri.
b3rdpower@gmail.com.
There you go. As always, remember today is a great day to make a difference in the lives of those that are around you. I'm Lynn Tate.
And I'm Sherri Cook.
And this has been B3rdPower. Y'all have a fantastic week, and we'll see you on Wednesday.